Finally, the wait is over. This is the all-new Hornet 2.0, the latest offering from the house of Honda. There are significant changes in this bike from the previous versions, like the engine kill switch, USD forks, split seat, a slightly bigger engine. Well, let's know about the design first. The all-new Hornet retains quite a bit from the previous generation, but it has its own appeal. There are new redesigned body panels all over the place that makes it fresh and muscular, starting from the tank itself, which has a black strip in the middle in carbon fiber finish. The tank has two different panels which are perfectly fitted like a single unit. The grey panel is protruded to give it an edgy look with the 3D Honda emblem. The tank panel has two different air vents on either side for better aerodynamics. There are a lot of carbon fiber finishes all over the body. This is the first Honda bike in the segment to get all LED illumination. It also retains the X-shaped tail lamp. The LED DRLs are smartly placed on either side of low beam, just like two monster tooth. The mudguard is also a two-panel unit. The keyhole is placed on the tank, just like its elder sibling. Even the rear has two different panels and air vent. It also gets an engine cowl which makes it much more sportier. The biggest change in the front is with the golden colored USD forks that grabs your attention, and it also first in this segment. It gets a new set of alloy wheels and bigger tires. The instrument cluster is a negative LCD unit that provides you basic info like the rev, speedo, fuel and trip. It also gets a gear position indicator and a voltmeter. Other indications like the ABS, engine oil and blinkers are also present. Overall, the build quality is quite good. There are no changes in the switch gear including the hazard switch. The bike gets matte finish all over the body. As a result, the colors are little bit muted as per my opinion. Okay, so now let's talk about the performance. The bike gets a 184cc air-cooled fuel-injected engine that makes 17.03 bhp of power and 16.1 Nm of peak torque, and mated to a 5-speed gearbox. As a result, the bike gets excellent low and mid-range performance. The moment you shift the gear and pull the throttle, you will realize that the acceleration is smooth without any hiccups, because the bike gets dual throttle cables that improves the response significantly. The clutch action is light and you will feel every gear change as the gearbox is quite smooth. Initial acceleration is brisk. The moment you shift the second gear, you will feel the torque instantly and you will like it. Change the gear again and you are welcomed with excellent mid-range performance. The bike felt like home even at 90 speed at 4th gear. And there are no vibrations at all. 70 to 90 km per hour is the sweet spot of this bike. You can go over 120 kmph. The engine is very much tractable without any hiccups at low speeds, even at 5 or 10 km per hour. Well, that's impressive. In traffic also, it did impress me as I have not struggled at all on first gear and the engine did not cut off on me. The in-gear acceleration is great, but not the best. The first gear is a bit buzzy. From the second gear, it's absolutely smooth. If you rev the engine and will be invited with the same Honda refinement which you expect from it. The exhaust note is same as any other Honda. There is nothing fancy here. The bike is light enough at 142 kilos, so expect better acceleration and there are no such heating issues. You will get a 12-liter fuel tank capacity and can expect mileage of somewhere around 40 to 45 kmpl depending upon your riding style. So our conclusion about the engine is it can tackle both city rides and some weekend long rides also. So let's talk about the handling now. The bike gets a single piece wide handlebar with upright seating position. The foot pegs are placed in right position for a commuter and you will sit in quite relaxed manner. The handling is good and nimble enough. You can easily switch lanes in the city because of its lightweight. You can take U-turns without putting your legs down. The seat is big and spacious for both the rider and pillion. Rider's seat is comfortable and the best part is that you can adjust yourself as you get lot of room too. The pillion seat is placed very well with good grab rail to hold on. Now talking about the suspension, the front USD forks do great job as they are tuned to take bad roads and stiff enough to chuck around the corners. The rear is a monoshock suspension which is moderately softer with ground clearance of 167 mm. The overall ride quality is great as the bike takes all the bumps and potholes for you. The rider's seat is a bit on the wider side and the front, which can be inconvenient for you on your thighs. With this setup, you can enjoy long rides with pillion and also in the streets. The ride quality is improved because of the fatter tires on both the ends. With 17-inch alloys at front is a 110 section and at rear 140 section Maxxis rubber, which provide excellent grip even on the gravel roads. With these, you get good confidence in corners and other rough roads as well. With this great setup, you also get great brakes. At front, you get a 276 mm disc and a 220 mm pedal rotors with Nissan calipers. The braking feedback is good and confidence inspiring. It also gets single channel ABS which is calibrated well for Indian roads with good bite. We tried braking on the gravel roads and the ABS works well by not letting the tire to skid. But Honda could have offered an optional dual channel ABS for better protection. Overall, the braking is good enough with good feedback from the levers. You will not be disappointed. Okay, so let's talk about the pros and cons. The pros first. I really like the golden colored USD forks at front, which not only looks good but also performs really well in tackling all kind of roads, and it will be able to take all the bumps and potholes for you. The second pro of this bike is the all LED setup it does carry and the LED DRLs which are smartly placed on either side of the low beam. The third pro of this bike is of course the engine. The engine is excellent in tractability. It can pull up in low speeds in high gears also, and the best part is it has low and mid-range performance. The fourth pro of this bike is the bike is sharp and muscular and also premium looking. Fifth pro is it has great comfort for both the rider and the pillion. Now coming on to the cons, the first con is the air-cooled engine is good, but at least Honda could have given an oil cooler for it. There is no connectivity features that can be found in scooters too. The biggest disappointment is lack of dual channel ABS. Hope Honda would be adding this in the future. Let's talk about the price. It is costing 1.28 lakh rupees ex-showroom and 1.52 lakh rupees on road Hyderabad, making it quite expensive compared to its rivals. But still, we would say that this is a good proposition from Honda in the Indian market, as the overall bike has less to complain. If you like our info, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for notifications, as we will posting more videos like this. Thank you.